Alright, let's get into it. Today, we're talking about a job that makes being an Uber driver in a city with no roads seem normal. Picture this, a lion, just kicking back in the African sun. Basically the Brad Pitt of the savannah, if Brad Pitt could eat you. So these hyenas roll up, right? They're thinking it's their lucky day. Free lunch, just lying there. But here's the thing, they trust free lunches about as much as you trust a fart after Taco Tuesday. It's the savannah, nothing's free. It's like walking into a bar and finding $100 on the floor. You're not lucky, you're about to get jumped. Suddenly, it's a hyena party. They're all showing up thinking they hit the jackpot. But our lion, let's call him Chad, Chad's not even sweating. He looks up like, what, you guys don't have brunch plans? It's like watching someone realize their winning lottery ticket is from last year. Chad, the lion, doesn't even need to do anything. He just gives them the look. You know, the one your mom gives you when she finds your report card and it's all D's. And just like that, the hyenas are like, you know what? We're not hungry, thanks. We're actually vegan now, and bail faster than your buddy when it's his round to buy drinks. He's not having a good day. We've got a pack of hungry wolves charging at him, thinking bear burgers tonight. But our bear, he's like, you want a piece of me? I'm a freaking bear. It's a mix of fear, rage, and a lot of bear-sized cussing. Like, you motherfuckers want to eat me? I'm not going down without taking some of you with me. The wolves, starving and relentless, aren't intimidated yet. They're charging from all sides like it's some kind of wolf Black Friday sale. The bear's throwing wild punches with those big old bear hands, trying to keep them at bay. So the bear tries to move away, but the wolves are persistent, taking bites wherever they can. The bear backs up, and then plot twist. He breaks a tree in half. I'm Team Bear all the way. Who won? No clue, but I'd pay to see that finale. Keep it weird and keep up the fight just like the bear. Imagine living in a place where your step into manhood literally means walking taller than everyone else on stilts. Forget about swiping right for a date. These Ethiopian Bana tribe guys are too busy avoiding lions on their daily sky-high hike to adulthood. Here, look ma, no hands, has nothing on look ma, no ground. It's like they took the phrase, stand up and be counted, and said, yeah, but make it extreme. While we moan about Wi-Fi speeds, they're mastering stilt walking, making our rite of passage, like surviving a hangover, seem like child's play. So, next time you're proud of assembling IKEA furniture, remember there's a tribe turning walking into an extreme sport. Subscribe for more tales of the wild side of adulting. You won't need stilts to feel a head taller. Today on Workin It Weird, we've got a jaguar who looks at a giant yellow snake and thinks, that's lunch? Yeah, because when you're top of the food chain, why not dine on something that could kill you first, right? So he grabs it, typical Tuesday, but then drops it. It's like even apex predators can't escape a case of the Mondays. Then, the local capybaras, they're like the nosy neighbors of the animal kingdom, they pull up their lawn chairs for this mess. But our jaguar, he's not one to give up after a fumble. He spots a crocodile. Yes, from snake to croc, because apparently today's about upgrading dangers. He dives in, because when you screw up snake snack time, the next logical step is wrestling a living dinosaur in its own backyard. If he pulls this off, he's set for days. If not, well, it's a bold way to go out. Just another wild day for our ambitious jaguar. Today, we're kicking it with Steven Seagal, martial arts guru. Let's see what's on today's lesson plan. There's Steven prepping for the demo like he's clearing last night's Taco Tuesday off his belly. Yep, that's our warm-up. He's about to show us the calf kick. Starts with a tap, like he's double checking that his target didn't run off post Taco Tuesday. Then the actual kick, using the bottom right of his foot. Precision over power. Or maybe it's just post-taco sluggishness, and he doesn't just stop there, he gives us an air-kicking showcase. His technique? Imagine trying to gently shoo a fly without spilling your drink. There you have it, kicking it with Seagal. If you ever want to blend martial arts with a side of salsa, you've got your moves. Stay tuned for more unique gigs right here on Workin It Weird. Mighty Mouse, weighing less than his own gym bag, squares off against a BJJ brown belt giant, basically a human skyscraper. It's like a chihuahua barking at a tank. The giant tries to spin Mighty like he's on a turntable, but Mighty's not here to DJ. He goes for the giant's leg, which apparently ate another leg for breakfast. It's like watching a squirrel try to take down a redwood, but then, plot twist. Mighty flips the script, wraps up the giant in a submission so slick you'd think he was greased up. In the end, Mighty Mouse proves it's not the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog. Or in this case, the mouse. Today, we're in the thrilling world of precision van unloading. Because who needs a hydraulic lift when you have 2 pieces of lumber from Home Depot and a prayer? Meet our heroes, the lumberjacks of the flatbed, armed with nothing but sheer will and what appears to be footwear inspired by biblical times. That's right, folks. Jesus sandals, the official shoe of I guess I'll just wing it. Watch as our man in the blue shirt, whom we've named Captain Confidence, prepares to catch a 6,000-pound van if it slips. Because, you know, that's how physics works. As Captain Confidence lovingly embraces the van, like he's trying to give it moral support, our other hero stomps down the boards, ensuring they stay put. It's the kind of teamwork that makes you question every safety manual ever written. And there you have it. The van, dubbed Vacation, touches down like an astronaut returning from space, against all odds, mostly gravity. Ever hear about the traffic in China? There's this one highway, right? The Beijing, Hong Kong, Macau thing, it's got like 50 lanes. 50! And it still gets jammed. You're stuck there, in your car, thinking about every bad decision you ever made that led you to this moment. You want to pee? Too bad. You're calculating the odds of survival if you just abandon your car and live in the median. It's madness. We get mad in the US if we hit 3 red lights in a row. Over there, you could watch your car depreciate in real time, just sitting there. So this guy decides to throw 1,000 cockroaches and 1,000 ants into a death match, right? Starts off by feeding them eggs, because nothing screams gladiator training like brunch. Then just to spice things up, he dumps Pepsi in there. It's like, hey you tiny monsters, enjoy your soda pool party before we turn this into a miniature coliseum. The roaches are downing Pepsi like it's the end of the world, and there's this one ant, probably with a tiny complex, starts throwing punches at a roach. Next thing, bananas are on the menu. 'Cause sure, potassium is gonna turn the tide in the bug Hunger Games. Ends with them all huddled up, 300 Spartans style. I mean, what's next? Tiny swords? It's like we're all just finding new ways to be bored. So, I'm watching this JRE episode with Cat Williams, right? Dude claims he read 60 books a week between 8 and 12 years old. I'm like, what were they? Coloring books? 'Cause he's dropping 0 knowledge bombs about them? Just gives us the old, yeah, read a lot line. Then they pivot to talking about DNA needing a fuser like it's a common kitchen gadget next to your George Foreman grill. Joe's asking, what do you mean? And I'm thinking, yeah, join the club, Joe. We're all in the nosebleeds trying to follow this intellectual Cirque du Soleil. It's like, if my DNA needs a fuser, does it also come with a warranty? 'Cause I have a few traits I wouldn't mind returning. Jumping into the fray today with Baddy, the measuring maven. It's like she's running a shoe store for ghosts. Oh, you wear a size what now? Internet's wild, man. People are like, show me a 7.8, and she's diving in, doling out measurements like they're hot gossip. Oh, 1.2, my fave, she exclaims like she just found treasure. Who knew numbers could be VIPs? And here we are, tuning in, watching her measure everything short of our patience. It's bizarre, it's mesmerizing, and honestly, it's the kind of weird we didn't know we needed. Matty's turning the mundane into magic, one measurement at a time. This dude Val Valentino turned into the Edward Snowden of the magic world. Instead of leaking government secrets, he's on national TV, blowing the lid off magic tricks. Picture this. He's decked out in a squid mask because nothing screams, "I'm about to betray an entire profession," like oceanic cosplay. Magicians everywhere are watching, thinking they're about to learn a new trick, only to see their trade secrets getting aired out like dirty laundry. It's like he's saying, "Forget pulling rabbits out of hats. I'm pulling the rug out from under all of you." And when he finally reveals it's him, Valentino, behind the mask, the magic community wasn't just shocked. They were ready to saw him in half for real. Moral of the story? If you're gonna spill secrets, maybe don't do it dressed as calamari. Ever feel like you're just not chilling enough? Take a lesson from this lion, casually lounging in a tree. Yep, climbing trees isn't even a lion thing, but when you're the king of the jungle, rules don't apply to you. Just look at him, acing the art of relaxation. Now that's real confidence. Lions have been bossing it for over 2 million years, hunting, ruling, and just doing lion things because, well, that's what lions do. Here's a fun thought. 100 years from now, we'll all be gone. Doesn't matter how full your bank account is or how important you think you are, none of it. Meanwhile, some future lions will still be here, just chilling, living the grand lion life. Makes you think, maybe we should all learn a bit from them and just relax more, huh? So there's this kid, right, built like a flamingo, who thinks it's a brilliant idea to ask Jon Jones to kick him. Yeah, because when I see a guy who can punch through walls, my first thought is, hey, hit me as hard as you can. Jon gives him a courtesy tap at first, like he's testing a melon for ripeness. But no, Flamingo Boy wants more. Harder, he says. It's like asking for extra homework on a Friday. So Jon obliges, really leans into it, and the kid's leg gets a taste of what a real kick feels like. Next day, this kid's going to waddle around like he's got a personal vendetta against his own leg. He's probably going to frame this pain as a badge of honor. "You should have seen the other guy," he'll say, limping. Except there is no other guy, just his own brilliant idea to get kicked by a human wrecking ball. Alright folks, welcome to Workin It Weird. Today's job, a 40-foot ladder, a rope, and a dream. Yeah, like a budget Mission Impossible. I found this gem on Facebook. 4 dudes, a ladder that's seen better days, and a dream of American sidewalks. One guy's strapped to a rope like he's bungee jumping without the bounce. His buddies? One's the ladder guy. Another's playing with the rope like he's fishing. And the last one's giving slack, making sure he doesn't just free fall into the American dream. I guess. They send their buddy over the wall with the grace of a cat burglar. Boom, he's in America, probably thinking, where's the welcome committee? Hey, welcome to America, now figure out health insurance. You ever listen to Lee Peterson and think, is this guy for real? He's on the YHM podcast, right? Starts off with the heavy stuff, losing his granddad. Classic sad story. But hold on, Jesse does not stay in Sadville for long. This Alabama guy just switches gears like he's in a NASCAR race. He's talking about growing up on a plantation, picking cotton, milking cows, and it's like he's reminiscing about a vacation. I'm sitting there thinking, what? Was Six Flags closed that summer, Jesse? He's got this knack for making hard labor sound like an exclusive club. It's like, yeah, Disneyland's cool, but have you ever tried hand-picking cotton when you're 6 years old? It's the real happiest place on earth. And the way Jesse talks, man, it's a roller coaster. 1 second, you're almost tearing up. The next, you're laughing so hard. Your phone's doing a high dive off your hand. It's like his words are magnets for your phone. They just pull it right out of your hands. Jesse takes the ordinary, flips it upside down, shakes it around, and serves it like it's the special of the day. He could talk about watching paint dry, and somehow you'd end up thinking, man, that sounds epic. So that's Jesse for you, taking life, sprinkling some wild on it, and turning it into a stand-up routine we all didn't know we needed. He's not just living life, he's turning it into the kind of story that makes you say, only in Jesse's world, folks.